I love Wonder Woman. I think she's great. Easily a top 5 hero for me. And she's even over Batman for me personally. However, objectively, Wonder Woman is not as beloved or used as Superman or Batman. Why is that? I mean, it's kind of weird considering the fact that even if you factor in Marvel characters, she is probably still the 4th most well-known superhero ever. And sure, we can blame it on her simply being a woman. Earth is a strongly misogynistic planet. That certainly has something to do with it, but I think the heart of the problem is more so because of her lack of a clear identity. And I don't mean a visual identity. As far as Wonder Woman looks, we are aware, just as aware as Superman or Batman. But her personality, attitude, beliefs, motivations, how far she'll go, exactly where she draws the line, all of those things are disagreed on. No one agrees on what those are for Wonder Woman. No one agrees on who Wonder Woman is. Now, of course, comic book characters often have many different writers over the years and plenty of adaptations. All heroes have different takes and may sway a bit from run to run. That's comics. But there's a general center that is understood for a lot of them that you don't diverge too far from. You know who Superman is. You know who Batman is. We know the things they'd say and how they'd say it. And their centers of who they are generally agreed upon and understood. Wonder Woman has no center beyond aesthetics. No one agrees on who she is or should be. Hear me out, because I know you think you know. With characters like Superman and Batman, people generally agree, with a small minority of outliers who misunderstand or misinterpret the character. With Wonder Woman, there's one group that thinks and believes Diana is one way or should be that way. But what they don't realize is that there's a second group of equal size that thinks she's something different. And outside of both of those bubbles, there's a third group of equal size who believes a completely different third thing. And all of this battling and bickering about who she is makes the character far less complete of a character than she should be by now. I know that you think you know who Wonder Woman is and what she's all about because you and your friends in your bubble agree on it. I have my own take about who she is that I believe to be the true Wonder Woman. But outside of your bubble, I'm telling you something here. Listen, there is a group equal to yours who thinks something totally different. And this has led to flippy floppy identity problems for the character. If you don't believe that this is the case, look at the 2017 movie. In the 2017 movie, Wonder Woman had an accent. And I'm American, by the way, so when I say accent, I mean not any of the American dialects. And I'm not here to bring up if the accent was good or bad or made sense or not. I don't care. My point is that Wonder Woman in any previous adaptation never had an accent. And suddenly, she did. Do you think they would have ever given Superman an accent or Batman? Of course not, because you know who those characters are. They have real centers. You can't apply that big of a change to them. No one would watch a movie where Batman has a, I don't know, Spanish accent because they would say, that's not Batman. That's not what Batman sounds like. And adaptations of Wonder Woman, even the comics at times, act weird about if she can even fly or not. It's not even always clear that she has that ability anymore. Also, her sexuality and possibly being bisexual, is that a thing? Is that not? Are we just ignoring it? I don't know. Either way, all the wishy-washiness surrounding Wonder Woman reeks of a character with no true center, which I feel is ridiculous for a character this storied and this important. So why is it like this? Well, characters who are in marginalized, stigmatized, or oppressed groups are often, unfortunately, written as a member of that group first and not simply as a character. So I'm talking female characters, minority characters, gay or queer characters. And Wonder Woman is looked at as the most prominent and important female superhero. And a mistake that a lot of writers make when approaching characters who fall into one or several of these categories is trying to make the character an overt, generalized representation of their perceived group rather than approaching them as a unique character. I need writers to hear and listen to me right now. All gay men are not one way. So your gay male character can be anything. All black people are not one way. So your black character can act however you want them to. All women are not one way. So Wonder Woman does not need to be some perfect encapsulation of what it is to be a woman. She's just her. She's Diana. She's Wonder Woman. She's not here for all women to identify with. She's a unique character. And if anyone identifies with her, like any good character, it should be through relating to her unique defined character traits, not because she happens to land in the same little societal box as you. She deserves to be bigger than a societal box. This is a top 4 most well-known superhero of all time we're talking about. She's existed for 60 plus years, and somehow we still haven't landed on an agreed upon generalization of who she is, or what she's all about, or even what she can do. It's kinda fucking embarrassing. And now that they've let it get to a point where the character is so misunderstood and ill-defined, if you're going to fix it now, you're gonna have to take your lumps. You are going to piss people off no matter which way you go, but you need to pick a direction, define a true center, and hold your ground through whatever complaints people have so that the character can truly flourish and be properly understood. I don't know, man. I just really like Wonder Woman, and I hate the fact that me saying that to you doesn't mean anything because we likely have a fundamental disagreement about who she is, and there shouldn't even be room for that. It's kind of ridiculous. But you know, there is a currently more agreed upon and beloved version of Wonder Woman right now, the Absolute Wonder Woman. And I could see her becoming a bit of a focal point and maybe even helping the main continuity Wonder Woman gain a foothold. And listen, obviously I don't know where the Absolute Universe is going. I'm not an insider or anything. I don't know how long it's gonna last or what an intended ending for it might look like, or at least I can't be certain of it. We did just learn that we'll be getting our first event in the Absolute Universe later this year, but that's neither here nor there. I'm here to say that whenever the Absolute Universe does end, when it inevitably has some sort of grand finale and the whole universe collapses and goes away, I think that Absolute Wonder Woman will get the Miles Morales treatment. I think she's gonna stick around. I think most of everyone else in the Absolute Universe, including Batman and Superman, will be gone and done with. It'll be a big deal, but it'll be over. But I think that Absolute Wonder Woman will get moved into the main DC universe. And it's because she isn't as popular or even as defined of a character as Batman or Superman. Absolute Batman and Absolute Superman are cool, but nobody wants those to be the main universe guys. We love our boys too much. But Absolute Wonder Woman is pretty much universally praised as a great character and a great story, and she only has this one iteration, and it's pretty clearly well defined as far as attitude, motivation, and behavior. So there's nothing for people to argue about or have differing ideas about when it comes to who she is, unlike her main universe counterpart. So I think when it's all said and done, DC will bring over the fresher, newer, more universally agreed upon Wonder Woman into main continuity. And you know what? I'll take it a step further. I think for a time, she'll actually replace Prime Universe Diana for a time. I think the main Wonder Woman might end up doing some kind of crazy big heroic sacrifice or something along those lines, and then she'll be dead. But of course, it's comics, so she won't be dead forever. But in the interim, Absolute Wonder Woman, who for reasons survived the death of her universe, is going to fill the shoes of Prime Wonder Woman. And then after a stint of that, of course, Prime Wonder Woman will return somehow, retake her mantle, and the Absolute Wonder Woman will likely change her name to something else out of respect and for the reader to not be as confusing. And I don't know, that name will probably be like Wonder Witch. Think about it. They get to sell you on a Death of Wonder Woman storyline, then they get to string you along with the new Wonder Woman, and they get to cash in on whatever comic issue Wonder Woman returns in. I'm just saying, I see it happening. So did I just predict the future? Probably. But only time will tell. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you like. Oh, and be sure to disagree very loudly and obnoxiously in the comments, as one does. Alright, I'm finished. Outro, outro, outro. Goodbye.